Hi everyone, I'm Wilsonator and welcome back to Satisfactory. That's right, we're back once again overlooking our little factory here, baby factory, from this lookout tower which I just built. We unlocked these lookout towers and they're actually pretty cool because you can build them, get a nice overview of things. Last time, did quite a lot of refactoring. We built this kind of constructor thing here, obviously, for doing screws, rods, all of that stuff. We added all these foundations here and built this solid biofuel production line. Now, something that I was told by my comment section, something I didn't even think about, is we are being very inefficient right here. You see how these are stopping? They shouldn't be doing that. So these smelters, 30 per minute, right? They can produce 30 per minute. However, these drills produce 60 per minute. So realistically, one drill should feed 2 smelters. We're gonna actually redo some of this completely. I'm gonna have 3 drills, and in total, from 3 drills, we'll be able to feed 6 smelters, I think, which will be the optimal production rate. Yeah, we're gonna try and maybe do a little bit more stuff like this. Try and get optimal production. Yeah, something I should have really noticed earlier, but I didn't, unfortunately, because I'm stupid. So temporarily, we are going to just build a storage container to store some of this stuff. I hope this makes sense why I'm doing this, but yeah, if it doesn't, I apologize. Right, so these need to go. Yeah, all of this stuff needs to go. It's a real crying shame because of all the time we spent doing it last time. However, I did it wrong. And there's no point in keeping it if it's wrong, you know? There we go. We're clean. We've cleaned out the area. What we're going to want is 6 smelters. That's right, 6 of them. So that's good. I'm going to set all of these to smelt iron. So let's feed these. We're going to need to get some splitters, actually, first. Alright, so with this basic layout here, right? So these will split off. So we'll get one of them coming up here, feeding into there. Let me actually rotate that around because it's so close. We want this one to feed directly into there, just like that. These are actually off right now, but we should be splitting these equally now. Produces 15 per minute. We would need 2 of these. If we wanted to produce 30 per minute, right, we would need 2 of these for each one of those. Now, what about iron plates? 20 per minute. Oh, that gets a bit more involved. Oh, it takes 3 ingots though, so 30. So they work 1-to-1 for making plates, kinda. You can use 1 constructor for 1 of these. However, what about the screws afterwards? These take 10 per minute. Fuck, that's a... Okay, those ratios are getting a little bit more weird now because they're not like multiples of 15. I apologize. I know this is probably super confusing, but it needs to be done. It needs to be done indeed. So let's produce, I guess, like plates are probably the easiest ones. I mean, now we don't have to do these all in the same area. We could take something over like there to make iron plates, and then we can produce our rods over there. Like, we don't have to do it all in a big line like this. We can produce them here in a line and then transfer them. We're gonna want two constructors then for iron plates for the time being. I'm going to place these like over here. Let's just get some more space in. All right, so these are gonna be our 2 constructors for plates. We're kind of laying this out in a bit of a weird way here, but okay, so this should be fine for making iron plates now. I'm trying to just lay this out correctly. So then we want iron rods probably, right? Now, here's the issue with iron rods is it's definitely a different layout. We're going to need like 8 constructors to handle the amount of iron we have here to turn into rods. 8 constructors. That's going to be big. Look at how many that is. That's ridiculous. 8 fucking things. Holy shit. I need to move this. I wish you could pick up the whole container. Iron rods, right? So it's 15 per minute, yeah. So we need 15 going into each of these at a time. And then this stuff's going to have to come out and split off to each of these. So, let's try and get some splitters in here. Yeah, 1 there. 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So, we've got the splitters in place. So, let's go. First of all, we're going to want this one to come around. And again, I'm trying to be quite, like, organized with this. Oh, God, this is already becoming a bit of a logistics problem. I'm trying to make this so clean, dude. I'm being such a perfectionist with this, and I hate it. I don't need to be, but at the same time, I kind of want to be. Okay, so those will go into there. Go that into there. Whew. Okay. I've tried to lay this out as cleanly as I could. It's not perfect. So we've got conveyors coming out of each one of these, right? So each one of these comes out. It goes to a splitter and then splits off equally to 2 constructors here, which should be producing rods. So they're all producing rods, right? So that's the idea. Let me get my power poles in here now. And we will try and start this baby up and see if it works. Boom. This is probably going to shut down. I feel like we're not producing enough power to handle all of this. All right, look, here we go. Here it goes. Come on, boys. What about these ones? What are they doing? Oh, they have the ore hasn't reached it yet. Look, here it comes. Look at it go. Look at it. This is incredible. And it's gonna go sideways. Look at this. There he goes. Yes. Yes. Oh, look at it. There's so much ore. I mean, it's not ore, it's ingots. Look how many ingots there are. Look at them go. Holy shit. It's beautiful. This is truly beautiful. Right, so they produce 15 rods per minute. Right, so screws take, what was it, 10 rods in? Let me double check that, why don't we? 10 iron rods in. Right, 4 outputs, which would be 60 iron rods. And we could take those to 6 constructors for screws to make loads of screws out of our rods. And then the rest of them, the other 4, would be just producing rods. So half of them go to screws, half of them stay as rods. I think that's a good idea. But the good thing about this now is, look, these are not stopping anymore. These before, these lines right here, they were stopping. And now they're just running constantly, going into these smelters here. Now this one is stopping because we're doing nothing with the output. I mean, it's not even smelting it right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are all going to do screws. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Am I dumb? I must be dumb. Oh shit, no, I'm doing this the wrong way. I just realized. So what was it again? We're not trying to split these outputs because they only produce 15. We need to merge them and then split them. We're trying to put 10 in each. How do we get 10 from 30? We do a 3-way splitter. So we merge them and then split them, if that makes sense. So we want to merge 2 belts, right? And then we want to put it directly into a splitter. Okay. Please tell me if this is just gibberish or if this makes any sense. I would love to know. Right, brilliant. So this should give us all of the output we need now. So all of these ones, we're going to keep them as rods. But these should now produce 10 on each side, right? Alright. Looks like it's working now. So we get 15 rods coming out per minute. But we put it into a merger. So we're merging these. So it gives us 30. And then we split them 3 ways. So 30 divided by 3 is 10. Which is what this expects. It expects 10 coming in at a time. Does that make sense? Can someone tell me? Because I don't know. I honestly don't know what I just did. I'm kind of confused, like myself. But I think we did something anyway. We definitely did something. That's all I can tell. That's all I can tell you is I made a thing. I don't actually know what said thing does. However, it is a thing. We've basically got screws being produced now. Again, a lot more, by the way. I mean, look at that. We've got, instead of like we had before, we only had 1 machine making screws. Now we have 6. Same with rods. We had 1 making them before. No, we had 2, I think. No, did we have 1 or 2? I think it was just 1, right? Now we have like 8. We only have 2 for plates over there though, but honestly, that's fine for the time being. Plates do take more iron anyway to make them. What is our next step? I mean, probably want to make... Well, let me just get a milestone real quick, all right? We're not storing any of this stuff yet, so right now we have to like take it out of the machines manually. We did unlock part assembly. Space elevator phase 1. Right, space elevator is something. Actually, how much is the space elevator? Space elevator is probably have enough for this, to be honest. Yeah, I reckon once we just run around and just grab everything, we should have enough stuff. The question is, where do we want to put it? Because I did look at it and it's absolutely massive. We can build it. It's huge though. This is a good vantage point for us. We can probably get like a decent spot. Man, look at the factory. Holy shit, it's coming along. I'm gonna try and place it probably. Yeah, look, placement from up here is a lot easier. I want to place it like about there, really. Oh, look at it go! Holy shit, look at it! Look at him! Oh! We're just like yeeting everything over there. Fuck me. Boom! Wow. Oh, look at it! It's got an animation! Is that gonna like yeet up into space? If I know anything about a space elevator, it's gonna tether itself. Yeah, look! Look! It's a tether! Here it comes! Oh my fuck, that is so cool. What the fuck? That is so good. Bro. Oh wow, that is incredible. Fucking hell. Well, that's a good landmark. I mean, look, we're gonna see that from a mile away now. All right, yeah, I knew that. If you know anything about space elevators, yeah, this is what they're like tethered to an anchor point in space, which has to be in geostationary orbit, I believe. Project assembly platform delivery will unlock tier 1 and 4. Load, seal, send. What is this? Project part 1. Send up the space elevator to complete phases of project assembly. So this is our current goal. We want to make 50 smart plating. To do that, we're gonna have to make a rotor and a reinforced plate makes 1 smart plating. So probably the next step would be to create smart plating. You can't make it by hand, smart plating. It's not possible. So reinforced iron plates, they are 6 regular iron plates and 12 screws. And a rotor is some rods and some screws. Alright, so what I would like to just check real quick, I want to see how much we're going to need input-wise to make reinforced plates. Like what's our input ratios going to need to be for this? So, let me just pop one down here for the time being. And let's say we wanted to make reinforced plates. 30 per minute and 60 screws per minute. 60 screws per minute. These produce 40 per minute. So we need to do something weird with the ratios there again. Like using splitters to get 60. And 30. I think that's just 1 full output from here, right? 20. They use 20 per minute. I can't split directly from the output, can I? I can. Right. So I'm gonna split, and I want 10 of these to go off to go to storage, and then the other ones will go off to get merged. We're kind of quite close with space here. This is gonna look a bit weird at this point because we've been doing it quite clean up to this point, but look, we have to do something kind of weird there. All of these plates are gonna come up here, and then we're gonna take some of these ones and we'll merge them. So then they'll come over here and they'll merge, right? And what we're going to want to do is bring them to we want to make one of these new assemblers, essentially. Okay, so the full output of this merger is going to go into there. So let's actually bring these over here first. Okay, so that's our plates. And then we're going to need... How many screws is it? 60, right? And these produce 40. So we'll need to take 1 output and then we'll need to split 1 output. Oh, this is going to get really weird real quick. I'm hoping we can get rid of these little rocks at some point because they're a little bit frustrating. If we can just like delete them later on, that'd be great. I hope this is making sense. It's gotten pretty confusing here. Like, I get it, but I don't know how well this is all coming across to you guys watching. Like what we're doing here. So we're gonna get another splitter because what we need is we need to split. Obviously, these output 40 parts per minute, right? Half of 40 is 20, plus 40 from here is 60, which is with the input that this machine here wants. It wants 60 per minute, right? So that's why we're doing it. We're trying to get the ratios perfect so that we have like perfect production. We don't want anything to be clogged up or backed up or anything like that. Right? And then we're going to merge that with the output from here. Perfect. Right, so that should all be working now, right? These are coming out. Yep, they're coming out, and these are coming out. Right now, though, there's nowhere else for these screws to go, so they're all going to go over this way. But that's probably fine for the time being. It's not a huge problem. So let's hook this up to our power. It's doing it, boys. It's making plates. I can't believe it. Should just put these into storage. I mean, this is going to fill up. This will fill up. We don't need to put this into storage yet, but there we go. We've got plates, reinforced iron plates being made at a steady rate. 100% efficiency too, because we're giving it the correct inputs. It's getting more than it needs right now, simply because we're not doing anything else with it. Like these plates, there's nothing else coming out. These plates are going nowhere so far. Same with the screws. The other screws should be going somewhere else, but right now they're all going into here, which isn't a problem. Because we're not like losing out on anywhere else. It just means that it's not getting the exact inputs that it's expecting, if that makes sense. So the next step would be to produce, let me just actually, if we go onto here, smart plating, so we can make this here. So this takes one reinforced plate and one rotor. So our next step would probably be to autocraft rotors. However, I reckon we'll do that next time. We have done quite a lot of remodeling again today. I know we've been remodeling like for 2 episodes in a row, but I mean, I would say this was more than just remodeling. We basically built a proper factory this time. What we had before doesn't really count as a factory. They're all full. We're not doing anything with the screws. We've only just started using the screws, so that's why that stuff's backed up. It's just because we're not doing anything else with it yet. However, the screw problem we had before is now no longer a problem. Each one of these has like 500 fucking screws in it. It's ridiculous, dude. And these should all be filled up with rods too, these ones here. Yes, these are all filled with rods. I hope that this all makes sense. Please let me know if I'm not doing a very good job explaining what I'm doing. I am trying my best with that. But even I get confused sometimes when I'm trying to speak about it, so I can understand if it's confusing to watch. Anyway, we also built this massive space elevator too, so that's great. Next time, yeah, we're gonna be doing a bunch more production. Thankfully, I'm happy with this now. This efficiency ratio we've got going along here is a lot better. So we probably won't need to do too much more remodeling right now. We can focus on building new stuff. So, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.